Alright, so we have been playing Elden Ring for like 10 days straight on Twitch, and I vaguely, at best, remember what was going on in this game. Something to do with this town stinks, and we need to get this bridge back. It's over here, I think. I think, if I remember right. Camera controls are going to throw me for a loop for a little bit because it's been a little while. Right. This is fine. Oh, you see it. It's the purest of white, like new fallen snow. There's no chance of victory without that rod. Alas, it would appear that I could not afford it. But what am I to do? That's blinding snow, the rod from the tool dealer. It's weird that such a fancily named fishing rod was just kind of there at the tool dealer. That fine rod, I would at last have a chance to against the living sword. Be a good doggy and give it here. Sure, you can have it, I guess. Okay, so this is what we were doing. Cool. That's what I thought. I remembered something about fishing. That's kind of all I remembered about what I directly needed to do. So I'm glad that I ended up not having to, like, spend 10 minutes and look at a guide. Figure out exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I've never fished before, but it should not be much different from a good sword fight. That's a stretch. Now to catch that 1000th sword, I shall engage in mortal combat with that elusive living sword. Holding my rod over this water for some time now. However, the living sword's yet to bite. You know what they say, patience is a virtue. Just sit here as long as it takes. Emmy? Hoodhead here is never gonna let us across at this rate. Time for some of that angling magic of yours. Show him how you do it. Fish that living sword out of this lake. Sure. Hoodhead sure is a handful. Wonder if there really is such a thing as a living sword anyway. Hey Amy, you got the basic idea, right? Draw a line from the tip, pull the fish. I don't know exactly what we're fishing for, but don't let it get away. A good point. I gotta remember the controls of this game. That's the other problem with not playing a game. I think I hooked something. Right. Yeah, I have to remember the controls. Smelt. It won't get away from me. What? Come on. I did. Alright. Oh, here we go. Go for it, Hoodhead. Pull, pull. Bruh! We're gonna have a lot of fun relearning how to draw in a game, because I already don't know how to. I'll never learn how to draw IRL. I do love me some fishing mini game. Please. 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 No, come on! Is that not a straight line? I'm not making it long. I missed. This is a long fishing mini game. There we go. Cutlass fish. The gods be praised. At last, I've fulfilled my dream. Alright. So that is the living sword? That is what I've been pursuing all this time? Oh, don't take it so hard. I mean, that was one big cutlass fish, and a cutlass is kind of a sword, isn't it? Plus, what are the odds of catching an ocean fish in a lake? Spare me such thought. But enough about that. A monk never goes back. I shall make this jigsaw bridge passable once more. Okay, sat on the bridge and made it go, I guess. Whoa, stop, Amy. I thought this mist was coming from the lake or mountain. What's that stuff rising from the Imperial Palace? Let's keep going for a ball. Oh, it's this guy. Well, look what the cat did. What took you so long, Moshari? Mashari? Not you again. Well, you can't fool us. We're not gonna forget what you did to us back at Orochi's cave. And why do you keep popping up wherever we are anyway? What are you up to this time? Excusez-moi, but I have no time to play around with you. You see, I'm busy looking for something. Some prophet you are. Shouldn't you already know where to look? That's a fair point. That's a solid stab. Well, maybe look isn't right. I already know where it is, just getting there is proving to be a bit of a problem. Suffice it to say, I want it quick and easy. A euphemism? Quick and easy? Wait a sec. Don't tell me you're behind this funky mist. Is this part of a plan to conquer the city and take over the world? You're always up to no good. I wouldn't be surprised. The world? Not bad, my little bouncing friend. You're only half. I seek the other world. I desire a path to the heavens. Path to the heavens? Oh, stop beating around the bush and let us know what's on your mind. Tell me how you really feel. This path concerns you too, Mashiri. Okay, I guess I will. The city is in quite a bad state, isn't it? Especially this ghastly mist that torments people. You think we're stupid? We see right through you, pretty boy. We got you all figured out. This funky mist is your so-called path to the heavens. You're in cahoots with Queen Himiko. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So just take it step by step. You must first deal with the mist. It is slowly but surely killing people of the city. That's... Ooh. Wait too long and it's au revoir. The damage will already be done. Hey, talking about it like it's someone else's problem. You're behind it all. Admit it already. Even if I was, what good would come out of arguing about it here? Methinks you should be doing something about the mist now. How about a tip this time instead of a prophecy? Go through the hole in the wall little once. Let me put it this way. Even the most solid defense has a tiny gap like the eye of a needle. Or something like that. Understand, Mashi? Rao's ahead of the Yonkoku temple outside the city, but she's come all the way here to help us. She always makes the effort to come when we need her, and she's extremely beautiful too. I feel 1,000 times better just looking at her. I wonder how much longer it'll be before it's my turn. This horrible choking mist is driving me crazy. I'm lucky if I can get any work done at all lately. I have to come see Rao at least once a day to stay sane. Rao's been head of Ankoku Temple for as long as I can remember. She's so lucky, always looking so beautiful and young. If only I could say the same thing about myself. Even dogs are coming to hear Miss Rao speak. Look at the crowds she draws in. They're all waiting to hear her comforting words. Some of them might not have the purest of motives, of course. She's incredibly beautiful, so it's to be expected. If only I didn't have to stand guard, I could meet with her too. Okay. Save point. Make sure I don't have to redo that awful fishing minigame. Well, who'd have thought there'd be a wolf in here of all places? The world is in turmoil. Have you come to listen to one of my sermons, Wolf? Now allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rao. I'm the regent of Seian City, appointed by Queen Himiko herself. Got that jiggle. Priestess Rao. But what's troubling you, then? Holy cow, this is... Excuse me. Oh, you've got a cute little fairy with you. The name's Asun, and by the way, it only looks like I'm staring here. Fucking guy. Melons? Ah, never mind. Anyway, so you're running things around here? Well, there's a funky mist covering the city. And there's talk of a water dragon or something offshore, so what's up with Queen holding herself up in a place like this? People of her city are dropping like flies, you know? How could she be so lazy at a time like this? Do you sense the evil forces over Ryoshima too, then? I heard that dreaded Orochi was resurrected in Shinshu Field, though a brave swordsman vanquished him again. The ripples of those waves of chaos are reaching Ryoshima too. Water Dragon terrorizes the sea, and an ill mist covers sand. And in these last few days, the situation has intensified. I don't know what's happening to our peaceful Nippon. I didn't mean to bite you, I'm sorry. Said something about waves of chaos growing stronger. Creepy shadow to scurry off when we defeated Orochi. I wonder if whatever it was took root here on Ryoshima coast. What are you muttering about, Asu? Well, this will no doubt come as quite a shock, but the great slayer of the dreaded Orochi is right before your eyes. Behold, the great Amaterasu. This wolf? But I heard it was a swordsman called Susan. Oh, well, he may have dealt the final blow. But Amy here did most of the work, I tell you. And if you don't believe me, Amy's gonna show you some divine powers right here, right now. I didn't mean to bite you, I'm sorry. Yeah, which one do I show? I want to see your friend's divine power then, Isun. You want it, you got it, sister. Come on, Amy, show her one of your celestial brush techniques. Here's a bomb. What was that? You like that? Yeah, I just blew up your house. A mere taste of what the celestial brush can do. What a mysterious and fearsome power you wield, Amaterasu. Got that right, sister. There ain't nothing Amy can't do. Maybe this wolf could help me with my quest. Quest? What more could you want? You're already stacked in steel. Never mind, forget I said anything. Now that I've lost my prayer slips, the situation is completely hopeless. Oh, she was actually panicking about the bomb. That's hilarious. I have many favors I want to ask now that I've seen your powers, but without my prayer slips, there's nothing anyone can do. No hint? Just gonna tell me that's what I need? Oh my god, her voice. Okuni. In the ocean swims a mighty beast, 'tis he who keeps the sea at peace. Oh, what magnificence we behold in this water dragon, oh so bold. It's a song my grandma taught. Apparently the water dragon that's causing havoc in the sea is actually a god from the dragon palace at the bottom of the sea. You know that, doggy? No. Ah, a dirty log dog in my lovely mansion. Get away from me, you flea-bitten hound. There's no place who likes me. Okay, well, it's not every day you have a dog in visiting my mansion. What is it you want, little one? You hungry? Or you fled here from the chaos over Rishima Coves? I don't have anything for you, but you can stay as long as you'd like. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Camera controls are just still the inverse of what I expect for some reason. Is that changeable? I think I tried to change it in this game and it just felt weirder. Their idea of inverted is wrong. Much better. I guess I was tolerating it before just because, like, I got used to it after a couple hours of gameplay. But now that I've been away from the game for, like, 3 weeks, it's like... This is not the correct camera's controls. We're Queen Himiko's bodyguard. She's in her palace at the moment, praying for the city. I'm under orders not to let anyone disturb her. I take orders seriously, so that means you too much. Aristocrats live in some really fancy houses that are literally just fucking like audience halls. They're not even like houses. I wonder what's wrong with the Emperor. His illness must cause strange behavior. Well, sweet little doggy, maybe you could lend an ear to that poor husband of mine. He's been so troubled lately, he hardly talks to anyone. I don't suppose you got time to hear my woes, have you, Pooch? I've served under the former Emperor of Saiyan City and been at his side for many years that I can remember. But then suddenly took to his bed. Suddenly took to his bed with a terrible illness. He's been like a completely different person ever since. He was always such a modest, benevolent ruler in the past, but now he surrounds himself with guards and turns the needy away. There's even a rumor that he imprisoned a girl for no reason. Man. It's the illness that's doing this, beyond a shadow of a doubt. No. I don't. That's why I'm skipping. I'm going over here right now. Can you hear me? We're supposed to be on duty. Well, it's just I wanted to ask you something. I mean, what's your opinion of His Highness? What do you mean? Surely you're not doubting the worth of the honor of the Emperor. True, he's had to take to his bed because of the strange illness, but I'm full of hope that he'll soon make a speedy recovery. I am too, of course, but there's something about a strange illness that bothers me. But swirling mist is a little out of the ordinary, don't you think? The moment the Emperor took ill, it started to come from his room. Then before we knew it, it had taken over the whole city. People are really starting to suffer from it too. Well, don't you think it's all a bit of a coincidence? It's definitely odd, I'll grant you that, but it's no use trying to ask His Highness how he feels. He just sends everyone away. He won't even see a doctor. So I don't see that there's anything we can do. What about that girl locked up in the castle cell over there? She should be locked up like that. She's done nothing wrong. You mean that girl called Kaguya, right? Orders are our orders, so we had no choice but to lock her up. But I can't quite see why His Highness wanted us to do it. The city's a real mess ever since he took ill like this. I wonder what's going on inside the palace. Ah, it is the hole I've been warned of. It's like each one has a spell or something on it, but I have no idea how to use them. I don't think they do us much good. Oh. What have you... My prayer slips, you found them? In this huge city? Thank you. They're indispensable in my fight against the evil beings. I was sure one of them had been stolen from me. Thank goodness. Yes, your ability to sniff things out really is a divine power. So that's supposed to be sniffed out. Well... Your name's Amaterasu, correct, Wolf? Well, Amaterasu, would you put your powers to use for us? You saying we're the answer to your prayers? Saying you're our only hope? As you've seen, Ryoshima Coast is in turmoil. All because of the evil rising from darkness. Because of the forces of darkness. Combination of things. Yes, next to them, the monsters out there in the wild are nothing. They're starting to spread over Ryoshima Coast, and Queen Himiko combined to her palace, it all falls to me. Normally I'd use my holy powers to dispel any threat to the city, but this foe is too strong for me, so I have no choice but to ask this favor. Lend me your powers. It means we'd end up helping Himiko after all? I don't know, sounds kind of fishy to me. There are some who think the queen is a coward to shut herself away, but she cares for her subject. She's praying for her protection, but even she can't calm the water dragon. Exercise the city, not without that sacred treasure to enhance her holy powers. I love how these types of games, they always like highlight in red these incredibly vague statements, and it's just like, oh yeah, not without that item. All these games always do that. It's so weird. That's what I want you to help me find. Yeah, that. Gotta find that. Please, Amaterasu, let me ask you once again. Will you listen to what I have to ask? Hear what the stacked babe has to say. When you came here to the city, did you see it? Right off the coast near Hiroshima border, there lies a sunken treasure ship, a victim of the water dragon rampage. That ship is a trading vessel working between here and abroad, transporting a great treasure ordered by Queen Himiko. But the water dragon attacked every ship in the water, and sunk the ship and its precious cargo right in front of the port. Fox rods that the queen had finally managed to locate, matchless treasure with the power to defeat any foe, conveniently, would have been Nippon's greatest asset. If we had the fox rods now, we could drive out the evil beings. Amaterasu, you come to the treasure ship with me. Help me search for its cargo for the fox rods. You want us to do what? You want us to search for treasure on a sunken treasure ship? Well, I'd do anything for a cute babe, but if my boss here says no, very much I can't do. Well, boss, we gonna help this babe or what? Hope we're out search for the treasure. Bummer. Well, the boss has spoken. What was that, Amy? So happy. You're a true savior. Okay, let's go to the treasure ship right away then. Although, we must wait until the new moon rises in the night sky. In the shallows where the ship ran aground, called the Lunar Lagoon. Tide only recedes on the new moon. Only recedes when the new moon is seen from the moon turret. Okay. Boy, Amy, you seemed really eager to help her. Well, I couldn't say no to those two either. God damn this. We can't let our guard down. Hey, who knows? That busty babe might be Himiko's puppet. And if they're up to no good, then we should get our hands on those fox rods before they do. Whoops. Hey, the moon is right. I might do a fighter, an extra fight or two here, if I see any, just, because it's been a week, or a couple weeks, so I can get a handle on the controls again, if you not remember. Not my best, but shit. Shit. Can I not look at the, okay, how do I say? What is it again?